Let's get into it. AMO creates little motion graphic design in After Effects. See what we come up with. Okay, y'all with it. Catching on playback. Yeah, it's just some After Effects nerd type vibes. Skills and resources. You know what it is. Cool Rob 50. Deion Davis was good. Yeah. So I got some inspiration. Shout out to some of the folks. Really showing me a lot of love. Let me know like what I'm, the kind of content I'll be doing be having some impact. Shout out to the new subs that have been coming in, checking me out. Always looking to add value. We can do the skills and resources talk, and I'll definitely speak on it from the perspective of my career, lifestyle, all that good stuff. But I figured, I got this project that I was working on earlier. One of my clients was like, I need updates on blah, blah, blah. It's a little video piece. So actually, I might have to turn down the music to do this right. And we'll see. I'll turn it down a little bit lower, but I'll figure I gotta do some After Effects work. So why not do it live? Because it seems crazy to me that people will watch it live, but we're gonna get into it. So what I have here, shout out to my guy Tyson Amir. He does a project called Black Minds Matter in a school district here in the Bay Area, California, near Oakland. So we have these graphics. I already extracted all of this stuff from a PDF. So the PDF looked like, where is it? It looked like this. And I had to break it apart and extract certain pieces out of it. So it was like this here. So I had to kind of break it apart, get some of the pieces out of here because it wasn't built in such a way where I could just grab it, just the way it was compressed and layered. So went in, took this PDF into Illustrator. Illustrator was kind enough to let me break it apart and extract out essentially vector images. So I was able to take that. So I'll keep this as a reference because I need to still do this kind of layout. Actually, I don't need that, but I already have another reference. But this is just part of the process. So I did this whole video piece and then just did some updates today like he was asking me. So this is my guy. He's doing this educational stuff. We were shooting at this school district office with some of the staff and some parents. Just talking about, again, it's Black Minds Matter. So it's kind of talking about more Black focused content baked into the curriculum. So this is my guy's lane, just kind of doing this educational stuff. He's like a hip hop guy, was an MC, wrote some rhymes, built it into a book, curriculum setup, got that put into school. So then he's pushing these whole other sort of like products and offerings into the school systems, which is super interesting to me. I want to do something a little similar, but it's not going to be really baked, like surrounding the whole sort of race dynamic thing more so than just educating people in general, like how basically public school is just a mass indoctrination system in and of itself. So it's kind of like, yeah, we can teach more about, Black historical figures in sort of a Black culture perspective, but what's the point if the whole thing's a big indoctrination system anyway? But that's not what the stream's all about, my thoughts on this and all that. But basically, just to give you some more context of what he's doing. I keep forgetting you guys are seeing it like real small, but right now this is Premiere, just so you understand what we're looking at right here. Let me make sure everything is showing up right. Oh, wait a minute. Show it wasn't. Or it was. Let me see. Okay, so it was. Just got to get my screens right. It's been a while since I did one of these streams where I'm showing something quite like this. So did this piece right here. It's my guy Ty right there. A little slow motion, a little drama. Warriors Dream, salute. Hit the like button. If somebody's watching, let me know if you can hear the video that's playing. It's one thing if y'all see the edit of the video in Premiere, but I want you to be able to hear the audio. You only hear me? No audio on the video? Damn. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what it is. Premiere is just on its whole own sound card. Okay. Damn. Audio hardware. Okay. Y'all let me know now. I appreciate y'all. Let me know now. Y'all let me know now. I know there's a lag. Stay fresh. Salute. Still no audio? Are you going to do a scheduled class? Whoa, shit. I got to figure out how to make this play through because I have it all on the sound card set up. But yeah, no. Some people were just talking to me about that, Freeman. So yeah, I think it's a thing. Like basically my whole thing is I don't want to set something up and then like nobody comes. Then it's kind of like, what's the point? But if I know for sure that people are coming, then yeah, I'll do it. You know, if I'm gonna take the time out, I'll set up a few projects specifically and, you know, have kind of some different dynamics and kind of do a Q&A type setup. So I got to set up a cool way. Maybe I'll do Freeman's. I'll do this. If you guys are sub to me, make sure you hit the bell. I'll put something in the community tab that's kind of like a poll, and then I'll kind of see the reaction I get from it. It's probably not the best way to do it because it's like counting on the algorithm and people to react to it. But I want to get like, you know, if I get 5 to 10 people that said they want to learn this stuff, then it's kind of makes sense because then I could like, you know, crack open a stream and just kind of go at it. In this kind of situation where like once I start, I just kind of go because then it's just, you know, answer a bunch of questions. Damn, this is whack though, because it would be super dope if y'all could hear the video. You kind of don't need to, but I probably shouldn't play it anyway because it's not really released, but it's not that big of a deal. He wouldn't trip off it. I'll put
build a society, a culture, institutions, and systems that reflect that.
So y'all should be able to hear, but it's like coming through the mic itself or coming out of the MacBook speakers.
This is racism. This is institutional. This is systemic. It's one thing to think and say something. It's another thing to have the power to build a society, a culture, institutions, and systems that reflect that. And this is what we're talking about. So a belief about a group of people is being clearly enunciated in what we see here in these policies. The thoughts of this society evolve into foundational elements, systems, institutions, and structures that manifest into reality and have an impact on people. That's when we're talking about something being systemic. That's what racism is.
If you look at social studies, traditional books, basically Black history is there was slavery, there was Dr. Martin Luther King, and then there's nothing. There's nothing in between, and there's nothing in the future.
And so just thinking about even just the books that we read can change to more authentic ones. And I think kids actually appreciate that and they want the information. They don't want to be hidden from it.
Because it's not missing, it's just not being told.
It really does.
So yeah, it's interesting discussion, kind of stuff that's going into this. Obviously, there's truth to it. I don't want to give too much of my perspective on it, but some of this overlaps into the SJW-ish kind of stuff that it's not really my lane, so to speak. I want to do the actual skills resource piece, resource supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Stay Fresh as AM1, you need to link with high schools or programs in your area to teach the youth. You can start a nonprofit and get paid tax free. Yeah, no, that's something I'm looking to develop right now. And that's the thing, like working with my homie right here. He's already kind of, well, he just got LLC status. But I could do like fiscal sponsorship through his nonprofit. He already has like the inside lane on some of these things. We've talked about it a lot. I've been working with him for a few years, so we like scaling these projects up. So this is the homie / this is my bro and one of my clients. So we got a dope sort of relationship in the sense that it's like, let's go run this up and get this bag. He's doing this stuff. He wants dope content. The school districts react to the content. When I first walked into the school district office, this room, they were like, "Oh yeah, we saw the promo stuff you did. It's really cool." I'm like, "Damn, okay, that's what's up." Got a little reputation out here. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Let's see here. All right, I'll worry about that later. All right, so that's the piece that I'm working on right now, Bob. I appreciate that. What are your other resources of income? Well, right now I was invested into the trucking industry. I had a semi truck on the road with an authority, but I'm revamping that. I'm basically gonna back out of that and just go straight into copping some land. Might get into some of the stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it because it's kind of interstate business. But basically copping some land. I might cop some land in Arizona, maybe Texas, or Oklahoma, or all of it. How long did it take to learn traffic motion graphics? I really started technically I started doing motion graphics in the early 2000s when I was building like animation stuff for MySpace and Photoshop. And just didn't even really put it in the context of motion graphics. But officially in 2015 is when I really got into motion graphics more. So, coming up on, 7 years ish. 7-8 years ish. But it's always, you never learn motion graphics, you're always learning motion graphics. It's always in progress. Bob, I appreciate that super chat. But yeah, just other investments. I mean, this is the thing, like doing this kind of work. I do motion graphic work, so I do the video editing. Somebody could hire me just to shoot, right?
This is racist.
Could just shoot this. Somebody could hire me to edit it. Somebody could hire me to do the motion graphics, or sort of a la carte. You can just piece it together, or piece it out.
To think and say
So this is like multiple revenue streams in and of itself.
something.
But the investment tip is the ultimate way. But I'm looking at some other business strategies as well. Basically building like a video editing type core school type scenario. I'm looking to set this up in Mexico, so it'll be dope, like kind of international virtual assistant type vibes. Am I on Fiverr? No, most people on Fiverr are, or at least I don't know, I can't say most, but I know a lot of people on Fiverr are in other countries, and that's kind of the setup. Like I want to build my own little mini Fiverr situation, but I'm not on Fiverr to the degree where somebody could hire me to do work on Fiverr. Like my setup is very like specific and boutique. It's like you come to me on some, I know a guy, and then people got to hit me up and be like, "Are you available?" And I'm like, "No." It's at this point now where, like, even with this one guy on the screen right now, I have like 4 or 5 projects just on deck with him alone, and I still need to, dial that back because I got so many other projects I want to run up. But so I'm just giving you the context of selling this piece and what's going on with it. But the idea is that there's a whole graphics package that was built with this and a whole PDF and the whole presentation. So I'm like, give me the PDF, the presentation, like I showed you guys earlier, where I could like break it apart. Yeah, organic, exactly. Organic, word of mouth. And, people on Fiverr, they just ain't paying the kind of money that will make it make sense for me. Yeah, it got to be G's for me to really roll out of bed on a shoot day or any kind of project, like off rip. And I earned that, you know what I mean? So here's the graphic. So what I did is I broke apart this PDF. I kind of showed that earlier. Little Rock was good. And was able to extract these different pieces out of it. So it has the lovely lady, it has the guy right here. So this is Photoshop. I was able to extract the pieces out, and I basically just have this master file where I have all of these graphic elements just sitting in Photoshop. And then I'm gonna take Photoshop and dump all of this in After Effects, and then that's where we can kind of animate it and basically sort of make it move with the video. So part of it is like the theme is already built, but then what we're gonna do is build it more. So here's the logo for the school district. So I have all these parts, right? It's called Black Minds Matter. So there's that. It's just hard for you to see because it's just everything is layered on top of everything. So this is kind of like the pre-prep situation where I just had to do the strategy because they didn't have the files already broken apart for me. So I had to break them apart. But I put it all in this Photoshop file. Then I can import the layers into After Effects and I can make everything move on its own layer. So we just got these other little things. So basically my whole point here is just to tell you guys what I'm doing and then take this and line it all up. So everything's basically in the center. It has all these little stars and it has this big sort of swath thing right here. So I have that in individual layers. So I can like make those paint brush strokes, like draw on. I hate Photoshop. It's not instinctive like Figma. I've never used Figma, so I can't say. I've used Photoshop for years. So works for me. Works for me. So again, I have this all set up, and then I have like one master file of it where it's just everything in one. And then let me take this and kind of pre-line this up because I want this to be pretty much on balance with how the original one was. Probably can't see it, but I'm like just trying to roughly align that and get it almost exactly on. See, that's why you get paid decent money for this stuff because it's super tedious and you kind of got to have a certain level of forethought. So now I have all of these together and I have all these individual. So that gives me more flexibility on how I can animate it. But I keep that full one as like a reference just to keep everything lined up. So for the most part, again, I'm just trying to get everything kind of centered. So when I import it in, everything's in the center. It has anchor points in the center. And I'll tell you what that means in a second too. But just taking the pieces, lining them up, getting them, it's just easier to have everything working from the center. Oh, wait a minute. I just messed something up. All right, so we got those pieces, all these pieces, so all these different layers. So again, it's just lining them up. I should be naming them, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm a horrible typist. All right, so let's get some tunes back to the shout out to my guy Soundtrack. Shout out to my guy Poetic Beats. Also, tapping in with the old school producer homies and getting just more and more beats on deck and whatnot. But Poetic did the beat that's in this video edit. This soundtrack is my background music that I'm always playing. I need to make a new background track setup because I got a lot of beats from my guy. Matter of fact, I need a new folder from him, period. All right, so once I get these things all lined up, then we can get on to more of the fun. After Effects is like fun. Never forget my homie broke it down to me. It was like, it's like playing a video game, except when you build something out, you animate it, come to life, and then you get paid for it. You get paid to play a video game where it's like you're making something. All right, so y'all see what it is. I got the files all lined up. I got that saved. This is called Black Minds Matter. So this is Black Minds Matter graphics, PSD, so a Photoshop file. So it's all saved in individual layers. That's basically the benefit of Photoshop. You get all these individual layers. So woman on the layer, man on the layer. Let's put the man before the woman because the man leads. Ha ha ha. Not ha ha ha, but you get why I would say that. All right, so save that. I can close that out. That's ultimately the reference of how, you know, where I'm extracting this from. This is how the first page of their PDF looks. So it's obviously giving me the colorway set up for it. So I can add text and do this. I got these fonts, so I can kind of rebuild the fonts if I need to. But this gives me a general idea of essentially the layout that I'm going to be working with. And let's see something else too, because I want to extract this color. And yeah, so it's not quite black. I knew it wasn't all the way black, but I want that color because I'm gonna use that in After Effects as well. Then I got these other grays, but basically I'm gonna make my theme look like how the PDF looks. So they gotta love it, right? They did the whole project. Their theme looks like this. So when I do the video, it's gonna be like this video right here, but it's gonna come in and transition and whatnot with their graphics. So it's like, how can you not love it? It's all cohesive. So as they show this to more people and present, they're just gonna be fully like comprehensive with their setup. Carlin, what's good? All right, so let me see. Y'all let me know if the music is too loud. I think it should be good. All right, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hit the like button. All right, so video, y'all see what it is? And then we're gonna add in the graphics from the PDF. So y'all saw how I just had that whole Photoshop file. So now here we are in After Effects. I was already testing some things, typed in session 1 because it said that on their PDF, but then I was like, I'm kind of doing a low-key tutorial right now. Session 1 seems appropriate, so I just left that there. But I'm basically setting up the whole After Effects session and just start importing things in. Bob, no, I did not draw those people, but I could though, because my whole like get down with doing this stuff is rooted in illustration. That's something I really want to get back to. My own illustrations and then animate them, so it's like super duper custom. I mean, that's a lot of work to draw the characters out, render them in a way where they're vectorized so we can easily animate them. Then you get into how you're going to animate it. So are you talking like rigging actual joints where, you know, the forearm is independent from the upper arm and the hand, and then you're making all the joints move? That gets crazy technical. I've done it to varying degrees, but then part of it is making the movements look real, like walk cycles, making a animated sort of thing walk or move and make it look like a real person with the easing. It's crazy. Carlin says, watching you create this is kind of like watching me do a cook up the other day. I was talking to myself and shit. Yeah, right. yeah. Man, I used to make beats back in the day too, so I know exactly what that's like, where you just cooking and you just kind of going. But apparently it's a thing, you know. Obviously people do live beat cook up sessions. I was just talking to Victoria from Credit Solutionist Experience, and she was like, yeah, that's dope. You know, doing video editing and whatnot. She makes videos, so she was like, there's something to be said for watching somebody edit videos. Super tedious, but you know, special kind of person. You got to be a special kind of nerd to really rock with that. All right, so I'm gonna set this up so you guys can understand this part of the game. What part of the game is that? All right. Black Minds Matter full build. So I have these different things going on. I just exported that. Where did I put it? Images. Photoshop. Oh, snap. Where did I put that PSD file? All right. Go back to... I wasn't paying attention to where I saved it, but open recent. Black Minds Matter Graphics PSD. Reopen that. Black Minds Matter Graphics PSD is right here. All right, cool. So I have my file structure all set up. You guys couldn't see kind of what I was doing because it was on this other screen. So I'm bringing in that whole, that's what I brought in over here. That Photoshop file is basically giving me the layers. Yeah, I'm going to start doing it on YouTube more. Curlin talking about the beats. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like if you're already doing it, you might as well. And if people rock with it, cool. But why not? All right, so you guys saw what I was doing in Photoshop, right? I'm laying out these layers, had everything all lined up, everything lined up to the center. So I just basically brought everything I had in Photoshop now over in After Effects. And I don't even need that anymore. So hold on, let me arrange my windows here. Because I don't even really need, well, I'll leave it up for a minute just in case. And let's see, I'll just resample that color thing because I'm going to set up my background because I want it to be as close to how they set it up as possible. Because, you know, the client just has to love it. When you make their video product, you know what I'm saying? Like have their graphics already built into it so they see the cohesiveness of it. It's like you already like the graphic setup. So obviously you're going to like this when I put it in the video. And they're just not expecting it. It's always such a dope look. All right, so background. So you have these different compositions. Main composition, I'm just starting off with this timeline. And I'm doing this at basically 24 frames per second, 23.976. So that is very, the frame rate settings. I got it going for like a minute. I can actually make this longer because I know the whole piece is over 2 minutes. I'll just do like 2:30 30, something like that. But we'll sort it all out. Matter of fact, I'll go get the video too. Princessa, what's good? So I do have the export of the video. Where is it? It's in exports. That was today. Export. So I'll drag that in. You guys can't see it. It's off screen, but I just dragged that in. Bam. Now I have the actual video. So again, this is After Effects. So I'm able to take literally the different graphic components, bring them in as individual layers, and then have the video. So it lets me manipulate everything. So I just dragged the video as an independent reference file that's sitting on the hard drive in a whole different folder, dragging that into After Effects, and I just dragged it into this particular composition. Now this session 1 was already there. I just dragged it behind it, meaning under this layer. So if I put it above it, then it's in front of it. If I put it behind it, then it's behind it. Make sense? Cool. Cool. There's a YouTuber that does that. All right. So the trick is we got to get into these other parts. So I'm gonna add what is called a solid, but I guess right now I could just take the color component. I already had that saved on the clipboard, and I'm just building essentially a layer that's gonna function as a background. Now this intro piece that I'm doing right now won't last more than 5 seconds. So I'll just take that and basically just kind of randomly clip it down. So this is essentially going to be a background for the graphics, but you know, it's cut to 5 seconds because I know basically I'm going to make this drop into that. And what I'm also going to do at a certain point, or kind of have ideas in mind what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take this whole background piece, shift it down this way so it's the length of the whole thing. So here's the whole video, so the background is going to be there too, because at certain points I'm going to cut this up and change it to where like the dynamics of the video kind of go like this, and cut the whole video like this, and then I could take a part of it and just shrink like a part of it so part of the background shows. But I'll get into all that later. So just undo all that and put it back, because I want to just focus on this part first, because part of it is I need to make what's on screen here look like how the original PDF looked, like that. But I want to do it in a more dynamic kind of way where it kind of like moves on. So I guess the first thing I'll do, and this will be more fun and interesting for you guys, because I'm always in my head like they're gonna be bored, because I'll halfway be bored doing this. Nah, it's fun and exciting. But I can just start grabbing some of the parts. So I'll grab the guy and the gal. So I'm just referencing the graphics that I piled up from Photoshop, and I can just come over here and paste them like that. They paste it behind, but I drag it in front. Bam. Now we got the woman. So see, it's starting to already come together, because how can it not? It's literally what they have set up, but I have it broken apart to where now I can grab her, and I'll just put G and B for girl and boy, blah, blah, blah. So I can put him like right there off to the side, have her off to the side, because I want to frame it, because I already know I'm going to put this Black Minds Matter thing in the center, because I want it more centered. We're going to see though, because here's the part where I get to have fun with it and just kind of play around with it. Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? Shout out to the people in the building. How did you know I was about to edit video? Princessa, I didn't know, but you know, we're just linked. You know, we're psychic twins. We're just linked like that, you know? This is After Effects though, just to be clear, but it is editing per se, but you're like kind of designing the layout of something, you understand? Let's see what happens real quick though. So if I make these 3D, then it makes it to where the light effects can kind of do something to it. So you'll see, oh. See, this is the part, like I don't even have too many ideas of what I was gonna do with this, which makes it kind of fun. But then it kind of makes it all over the place, because then you start experimenting. That's kind of dope though, even with that light setup. So I'll leave it like that for now. And it looks blurry because it's on the quarter resolution. I'm just trying to be thorough, show you and not show you too much, but then I put it on full res and then it comes in more crisp. Yeah, I think you guys can kind of see it. Probably looks blurry on the stream anyway. But put it on quarter speed so it's doing less work, it's less labor intensive, and the whole thing runs faster. It's more smoothly. Okay, so just checking to see if I'm building up like these cache files that'll slow down the whole thing. All right, so Black Minds Matter.
You are good, man. Seriously.
Thanks, man.
I gotta admit.
Yeah,
you're
it sounds
pretty
pretty good.
It sounds real, dude.
not bad, huh?
If you were on it, I would listen to it.
Thanks, man.
Can y'all hear his voice?
I hated it, but my bubby loves it. You know
Then it
what I mean?
grows on you.
grows
Yeah,
on
it
you.
grows
I
on
think
That's
you.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's dope for y'all to see that too, because you see how I had the background right here. I made it cut short here, but these other images that I added of the girl and the boy go further. So just the beauty of that, like I can literally put them over the video. I mean, it's such a simple thing, but it's so dope because what it does. Plus now I can like move it around and animate it. That's the whole point. Get into keyframes and all that. But that I'm gonna see how playful I can get with this while still making it make sense. And the vibe of it kind of has this somber, kind of sad vibe because it's, you know, racism in schools and poor black people. But then turn around and the graphics are like low key, kind of more lively. All right, let's see though. We got the school district logo. I'll take that for now. And put that in the mix too, because that'll be like right there. Then I'm gonna align it to the center, make sure it's aligned, but then I'm gonna shrink it down a little more. But the school district will be happy that they're getting their love, they're getting their branding on deck. The trick is I gotta make this all animate on screen pretty fast because I don't really want to change the intro and I don't want to like cover too much of the video. So essentially what I'm gonna do is like this part right here, which is the background, this black gray color right here. Option T for transparency, it opens up the opacity. So it's keyframed automatically the way I did it at 100%. So it's solid. And then I come down here and bring it down to 0 and then it tapers off. So I literally just animated that with the whole keyframes. This shows 1 point, this shows another point. This is 100%, that's 0. So obviously between 100% and 0, it fades off. Pretty simple. Can y'all hear his voice? By his voice, I mean the voice from inside the video. Okay, so you can't hear it with this. See, damn, come in After Effects and it changes up. It's all good though. That's all good though. That's what I wanted. So that lets me know it's easier to do the tutorial setups. All right, so Black Minds Matter. I think that's the next thing up. Yes. And so let's see how we're gonna do this. Copy that, paste it there, bam. Whoa. Oh no, what happened? Oh, that's weird. Big Pontiac, what's good? Let's do some After Effects fun. Some fun in After Effects. See what we doing. It's the kind of stuff I'll be doing. I know I had to work on this motion graphic piece. So I was like, let me do it live. Let me do it live. Let me do it live. All right, we're gonna leave it like that for now. Bam, 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 bam. Get rid of the whole light thing. We ain't gonna worry about that. Black Minds Matter. So that's the main title piece. So what to do with this? What to do with this? And then I'm gonna just name this BMM. So at a glance, it's gonna get real cluttered eventually. And then I'm gonna take the boy and the girl, shrink them down a little because it's a little big for me right now. Take the guy, shift him like that a little bit, take Black Minds Matter, make sure it's aligned, and it'll be more centered on the title tip. So now let's do this though, because so I could try to work with this. This is just a flat image, right? So All these are just flat images. Not too much I can do on the animation tip right now. I'd have to go through some changes. Black minds matter, black minds matter, black minds matter. Let me see if I can rebuild this. Black minds matter. So if I rebuild the text as actual typable text, then After Effects will allow me to do more with it. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Black minds matter. Okay, so it's looking like I got the font already dialed in. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. So if you guys realize what I'm doing now, like I said, I'm just taking this solid flat image of Black Minds Matter here and getting it set up to where I can overlay it with my own text. And I'll actually do it this way. I take the anchor point of the object and just slide it there. So I kind of use this as a reference point to scale it. Because what I'm trying to do is basically get these to be the exact same size. So it looks exactly like how they designed it. But now it's going to create a situation where I can animate it and manipulate the actual text. So I can make it add on in a cool way. And it doesn't need to be super duper crazy, but at least I have more like flexibility on what I could do. So let's see now. So I got to adjust it like this. Well, first of all, I got to scale the whole font up. Just using like the black and that setup kind of as my reference point. Oh. All right. So just try to line this up, get it, you know, eyeball it a little bit, but get it on point. And then now I got the sizings just about right. Use that top corner edge and then just make sure, like, it to the best of my ability, just using the white to cover the colors behind it. And then basically, yeah, see, just sliding that in place. So as long as that's covered, then I know it's essentially exactly how they built it in the first place. And again, it doesn't have to be super duper perfect. They're not even expecting, well, they're kind of expecting it because they know what I do, but it doesn't have to be super duper crazy. But yeah, see, I'm already liking the flexibility of how I set it up this way. So I could take this and just slide this over because that was the whole point of that. And then now, because I have this as individual text, I can really play around more with individual lines. I have just that much more latitude and flexibility. Black Minds Matter. So, you know, just going through all that trouble just to, you know, it is definitely worth it. And then let me do this. I'll take this right here, just do this little fill thing again. Since the colors are exactly the same, just a trick I do just to be a little extra with it. Make it all red, but then I put it back right here. Basically, a line should do it. Bam. Yep, close enough. And bam, realign that. So I don't even really need, excuse me. I'll keep it though. But here's my Black Minds Matter text. Here's my Black Minds Matter reference right here. I guess I really don't need it, but I'll dim it out and keep it. So After Effects is dope, right? Because it has all these different like little screens within a screen. And when you're in these little screens, you can kind of hit this little button and it expands that whole screen. Because as you can see, imagine more and more layers is going to get very, very confusing. But for this one right here, I'm gonna just take this piece and keep it, bring it down here. And I'll even hide this background, hide that object, hide this background, hide the video, because I know I'm not ever going to change those, or at least yet, and lock them so I can't really do anything with it. And then I hit this little button where it's called like the shy feature, so I can just hide these extra layers, because this is going to get so cluttered up. You'll be like, what is this dude looking at? And that's the beauty of After Effects that makes it super intimidating, because the average mere mortal will be like, you got to be out of your mind. I'm not learning this program. And I'm like, yeah, good. So I paid the big bucks. I want the power to myself. Yo, I ain't built for it. All right, so Black Minds Matter. Girl, bring her, slide her over. Boy, slide him over. And we got the school logo. Slide that down a little bit. Bring this up a little bit. So just kind of, whoa. Go realign that real quick since I slid that, but then I'll even lock that and I'll shy that, get rid of that. So just trying to have my workspace more clean so it's less confusing. Session 1, I'll leave that for now, but I might, I definitely will be using that, but we'll see. Black Minds Matter. So part of it again. So just starting to think of how do I want these things, because it's going to start from nothing, then it's going to appear. Got some things to work with here. I got some things to think about. And again, I didn't even have too many like forethought ideas on how to set this up. Let's see if I can move at a faster pace. So I'm going to use this thing where it's kind of like presets, plugins to where I can just animate it. I could do it myself, but these things just make it way faster. 2D animations. We're going to go like this. Just using some text animation setups like presets. Text presets. Effects, transitions. So this just has all these different pre-built text transitions. That's the beauty of rebuilding it back yourself. Whoa, see, I could go like that. That's not really, I'm feeling that. That's all I'm saying. How often should we save the work as we edit? Well, this thing auto saves, but yeah, I mean, just kind of make it a habit to just hit that Command S whenever. I mean, my processor gets bogged down and sometimes my software crashes mid-edit. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, just make a habit to where every few minutes you just kind of program yourself to hit that Command S real quick. I don't know, every minute, every 2 minutes. I mean, relative to how often it crashes, yeah, you want to avoid that because, man, I've had whole projects I did hours of work, something crashed, and then literally have to go back and redo whole videos. Like, second time around, it goes faster, but it's like, fam, that is not ideal. Redoing the whole thing, like, nah, that's not what's up. All right, so let me get this off of here because remove all presets. All right, so I want to find something. There's these different presets that are built more for, yeah, that could cost us money based on time loss. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, imagine spending a whole day, 6 hours, 8 hours on a project, and then something glitches up and then you got to go back and redo the whole thing. That's a whole other day. You could have been working on some whole other project. So you're a Mac guy. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of worked out like that. I rocked PCs for years and then got with the Mac setup in Macintosh. The MacBooks just got ridiculous. So I've been rocking this MacBook Air with this M1 chip, and it handles basically everything I throw at it nicely. Like super compact, travel with this thing. This thing got, you know, passport miles on it. My laptop is a passport, bro. All right, let me see. Damn, I got all these presets. Hella presets. Hella presets. Yeah, so I want something that's simple, but, you know, pops on, kind of cool. Ah, that's kind of dope because it like builds on. Kind of likes that. Uh-oh, I think that's the one, and I've never used that before. I think that's the one, y'all. I think we got it. Let me do this too, because I have this little idea. If I take this and scale it way up and make it less transparent, let's go to like 20%. Oh, I'm a window guy because I'm kind of broke, or because I'm broke. I mean, at this point, Windows computers, I mean, bro, I got this MacBook Air for like $1,200, $1,300. you could still get, if you could find a used or refurbished MacBook M1 chip, you could be running After Effects and all this other stuff I'm running for like, you could probably find one for like 800 or 900 now. That's kind of dope. I'm kind of rocking with that. I will make it a little bit less transparent though, 15, so it's even more faint. But I gotta see. I maybe use that for a transition, but I had that idea in mind and it works. All right, so let's look at some of these other things we got going on here, because we got this, and I definitely want to see how it can include. What is this? Oh, this is just some kind of little pebble-ish looking bloody whatever graphic things, and I can just kind of throw some of those in there a little bit, because they were kind of like off to the sides in some of the PDFs, and there's like 2 of those, so let me find the other one. Oh, okay, and these other little star things, so I'll grab that, just some of the other little details to make it like how they originally designed it. Kind of throw that somewhere for now. Wait, well, damn, Bob, kill my little editing dreams. It doesn't matter. Some people be like, you gotta edit if you're a graphic designer. Real graphic designers use Mac. It's like, fam, it doesn't matter. Whatever gets the job done. They literally make Adobe is, they don't care. They'll PC, Mac, whatever. They don't care. Whatever gets it done. Like, I'm not one of these, oh, you gotta have a Mac. Oh. Like, fam, stop it. Whatever gets it done. All right. You guys got all kind of patience. Y'all crazy. But y'all see what it is? You see how it's coming? You see how it's coming along? Oh, let's do this real quick too. I'm going to the properties position and I'm gonna make this to where put this little script on it. The wiggle setup. Here's how we gonna wiggle. So now it just has its own little slight movement to it, but it's programmed in a way where it just loops like that forever. But I'm gonna take that wiggle setup and apply it to this one as well. So it's position, property, and then I just paste it right in there. But I'll make this one be like a little faster maybe. That was a little bit too dramatic, but if anything, it's not that bad. I'll just make it more chill. And where's the other little star? See, here's the thing I was talking about, where it starts getting way crazier the more things you add. So you kind of got to know what's what, or it just gets pretty confusing. See, gotta start labeling stuff, or it's gonna get way convoluted. Watch. Why do I want to call these pebbles? All right. So y'all see what it is? Y'all see what it is? You see where we're arriving at this kind of build out? All right. So now, I'm gonna jump ahead to this though, because, oh snap. All right, I will not jump ahead then. So we got this. Let's see how I'm gonna address this. Okay. So I want to make these draw on, so this will be fun. What's this program? It's After Effects, sir. Shout out to Red Strings and Blues. Fun in After Effects. It says it in the video title. Pay attention. Black Minds Matter. So I'm gonna put that up there. We got the stars kind of tucked away. So far, here's kind of what we're doing. See the stars move a little bit. I'm working to be a web developer. I'll probably get a job out of summer. We should collab when I get in the industry. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, web developer is definitely dope. I mean, I low-key could stop right now with this because it's already doing a lot, like relative to their expectations. All right, so you all see it's getting pretty crazy over here.
You are good, man. Seriously. I gotta admit. Yeah. It
All right.
pretty good. It sounds real, dude. Not bad, huh? If you were on it, I would listen to it. Thanks, man. It's like I hated it, but my bubby loves it. You know
Then it
what I mean?
grows on you. Yeah, it grows on you. That's nice.
The gold paint is supposed to be on top. And green paint. I think that's how they did it. I want it as accurate as I can possibly get it. Let's see my reference. Yeah, it looks like the gold was on top of the red and the green, so we're gonna go gold on top of the red and the green. I'll sort that out later because I want that to be centered, but as you see, it's creating a situation where the colors are the same, so it just overlaps into each other. So I could kind of do something like that, and maybe I will, but let me try this first. If I can make these draw on, it's gonna be pretty dope. So I kind of sort that out later, but I'm also thinking maybe I'll like sort of make that faint so it can stand out. Oh, I can't get away with that. I'd have to make the whole animation faint after the fact, but let me see. If I go here and go drop shadow, because I need to create some kind of separation just how it is there. So you see, obviously, that it stands up off that because of the shadow. But let me not worry about that too much right. Oh, that's kind of dope though, because they don't use shadows in theirs, but maybe I will. Maybe I won't, but maybe I will. We'll see. But here's what I want to get into, these drawn sort of things, right? So gold, we're gonna do red first. So essentially, I want to make it towards like the paint brush strokes draw on. So this is where it gets kind of fun. So what I'm gonna do is take what's called a path, draw the path on, and I'm basically making it follow the path of the paint. Now I can take this path and like create this stroke. Well, it's already there. And it's basically covering the red, right? So this is just random stroke shape layer. And I'm going to put that over the red paint because essentially that's what I'm trying to cover. And this will all make sense very shortly. Why would you cover the red stroke? Well, let me show you. The dope part about this, when you draw these paths, you can do this thing called trim path and make it to where you can trim it down and you can animate the trim path. So as it stands right now, 0 to 100. If I take it down from 100, well, I'll just keyframe it there. But if I take it down from 100, I'll move this on the timeline and then take it down from 100. Bam. So it basically draws that line on, which is going to cover that, right? Pretty slow. And then I'm going to do this other thing to put some like easing into it. So it like starts slow and end slow. So it's more like how inertia makes things work in real life. This is happening over almost 2 seconds. So it seems pretty slow. If I make it all elapse in like less than a second, you'll see how fast the line draws on. All right, so the real magic happens. Let's see. Y'all see it's getting cluttered. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna go right here and it's gonna become a mask. Red paint mask. And then we go into these settings right here, track mat setup, and it creates a situation where you're telling the program to say, hey, whatever's above me here, I want you to like block it out. So it's like just an outline of it. So right now you're seeing it. I think it just happened because these things get kind of weird sometimes. But basically, all I care about is the fact that there's something there that's drawing on, and I don't even want to reference any of it. So it just dimmed this layer out, and I'm using this alpha matte setup. So as you can see, look, all I care about is the fact that that thing is drawing on. So because I made the trim pads draw on, it's just revealing from what's behind it. So it makes it look like the red is what's drawing on. Bam. That's it. So as you can see, that's super handy, right? Because if I can make anything kind of work that way, and I basically I can control how it draws on. So let me mess with this a little bit, because essentially I'm doing this with 3 different things that all kind of behave the same way. See, I can make that one draw on. So here's the trick. It should work pretty simple because they're all basically the same shape. So if I duplicate that, bring it down to the next one, or up to this one, make sure I change the alpha matte. So it's already reacting to it. So it's showing me some of the gold. So mind you, it's still in the same position up here, but all I gotta do is slide that down, and it's basically gonna give me the same reveal setup because that stroke is pretty much the same. Widen it out just to make sure, but now I got 2 things that draw on because I just duplicated it. Super clean. And watch my setup even better because I'm gonna make it stagger out. But I just repeat that same process. So each of the different color brush strokes, all are gonna draw on. I'm just repeating that same process again and slide that down like that. So again, it's just referencing what's above it. It doesn't even matter what color it is or anything. All I care about is the fact that that line draws on this line right here. But I have it set up for alpha matte to where it's basically just saying, take the information of the line drawing on. That's all I care about. Bam. So I had that in mind to do that. And now I just set that up. Now the trick is, I gotta see what else I can do. But let me do this part first though, right? As you see, we're getting cluttered up as I knew we would. But I just want to work with this and this. Whoa. All right, so here's the deal. I want this staggered out. So we're gonna have red go first. Wait a minute, gold paint, okay. All right, so just trying to stay neat and tidy, so we don't need to get stuck in the minutia in some aspects of the process. Wait. Yeah, I don't know if that's a question or a statement. I mean, this is After Effects. This is a whole different ball game. So, I mean, if you want to learn After Effects, you would need to know, because it's always learning. Like, there's no person that knows everything about After Effects. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. But, like, if you're editing videos, because Vic, I think you've used templates before, right? So some people are building out templates to where, like, I could build certain things that's a template. I thought about doing that for some of the YouTubers, like Red Sings Blues. If you're still in here, I could build out certain template things to where it's like, all right, place your logo here in this composition, place this picture of you cropped out here, and then I basically pre-build the animations and make them move and glitch and do different things for you. All you gotta do is drop your assets right here, and the rest is already done for you. So I thought about getting into doing stuff like that too. I just need to know there's a market for it and it's worth the time. All right, so here's the plan right here to make these kind of staggered out. Pretty straightforward. Oh, so it did go gold first. Now we do want to go red first. There it is. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Simple, but not simple. All right, so I usually get stuck on every little line and detail. I never know what to stress about and what to let slide. Yeah, I mean, it could be like that. Part of it is like, you got to think design steps, design process, design everything and make it look a certain way. So again, I'm referencing this. So I already saw what the start was. So I'm just adding what they did into this. So it's like, in this case, I'm not designing it per se, I'm redesigning it. So what I'm gonna do now that I built that whole thing and it animates on its own, and it's big, right? So I'm gonna make that into its own pre-comp. So it'll be a composition within a composition. So I can go manipulate it and edit it in its own composition, and then it'll change what we're seeing here. So I'll call it brush stroke comp. You guys can't see it, but it's typing in this other little box off screen. Put in there. Brush stroke comp. So then it's going to collapse down. Now it's all on its own composition, but it's dope though, because I can just click into it and I can still make whatever changes I need. Oh, I added something in there that I didn't want to. So I can take that out of there and put it back. It's in this piece. So look at what we're dealing with now. So here's what's all there. Getting kind of crazy, but I was able to take that, and that whole brushstroke animation is on its whole own composition. I'll take all of those and make them where they have motion blur. That's fine. There's the original reference graphic setup that I had. I can hide that, and that's the original reference. So now I got some options, because I could take this, like I was saying before, I wanted to make this faint, but when I'm making them faint together, then they're all overlapping each other. Now I could just make this whole thing, the opacity of it, so it kind of draws on. Now I'm trying to think of what I could get away with. Make that draw on at 100%, and then maybe it starts dimming down as that text draws on, and then maybe we get the best of both worlds, and I can still have that behind it. Whoa. Down to 22%. I'm trying to think of how I want to do it. All right, let me try this real quick. Brushstroke comp, don't need that. Reference. Just trying to think in some other terms as far as the design element. Because in the PDF, there's some other times where they're using these brushstrokes. All right, I won't get too far ahead with that, but let me see. They got these other shapes and images and whatnot. Some of this stuff I'll use later, like during some of the transitions, but let me I'll take this one right here for now. Because part of it is just me building up. Yeah, see, that's dope right there. Because as you see, obviously I'm trying to create balance and have it centered. So yeah, this right now is just part of the process where it's like, what do I want to do? Because you know, you're making something out of nothing and it doesn't quite exist. So you kind of got to figure it out. Like I'm redesigning it, but I'm trying to make it to where it's formatted for this video situation, which when they first designed this, they weren't thinking that somebody was going to go tear it apart and do this. Timing wise, the green path seems to be triggering just a little late compared to the red and gold. Let's take a look. It is. I mean, it's staggered out for sure. Like it's meant to do that. So the red goes first, then the gold, then the green. So that one's going first. Red, gold, green. And the timing on the green one is staggered out more. So it's like I can make it draw on even slower. I was kind of thinking maybe it doesn't need to stagger out, or at least not good. It is kind of better like that. Yeah, speaking of getting stuck on one little part, like, yeah, I'll geek off something like this and be like, spend 10 minutes just getting just this little brushstroke thing right. Then later on be like, you know what? I don't even know if I'm gonna use that. It gets crazy like that. All right, so now I'm just kind of messing around with some, trying to decide what I want to do, because I need to make this all animate on. How do I want to make it animate on? Do I want to use like a depth type situation, like with a camera movement? So that means I'm making the objects kind of like move like 3D. So Girl and the Boy 3D. Do I want to have them staggered on some kind of different plane? The stars, make those 3D. The blobs, make those 3D. What is this one? Oh, gold rings. So make that 3D as well. So the idea is that if I create this staggered depth kind of situation, see, it's like I'm sacrificing one thing for something else, just because I really like the draw on paint situation, but it's kind of like forcing the issue, because if I take that out of it, you're right, super meticulous, tedious, possibly all for naught. Right. Why does it take so long? Well, because I spent an hour building this thing, and then yeah, it didn't work quite like I thought. Ridiculous. But it bees like that. But it's fun. Again, it's almost like a low-key video game. All right, so let's play around with this a little bit. I add the camera. The camera creates like the simulated 2D depth kind of scenario. But let me make it more like 35mm. Whoa. So I'm basically just trying to see if I can make this be as simplified as, hold on, I gotta see where it resolves to. If it resolves there, because now throwing the camera in the mix just changed everything. I gotta see. You see. All right, let me kind of play around with this a little bit because take the boy, take the girl. Put him right there. Put her right there.
It's like I hated it, but my bubby loves it. You know
And it
what I mean?
grows on you. Yeah.
Scale them both up. But the thing is now we got the whole position situation. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh, huh. I didn't even make it zoom out. So if I start like with the camera like this, then it's like, okay, pretty simple, but let's see. Hold on, hold your horses. I think it works because it doesn't need to be super crazy, but I want some dynamics to it. Yeah, see how it flies in with, then kind of eases into place. Raphael always talking about some food, bruh. Always with the food. I ain't even ate nothing today. Basically on a fast day. You over here talking about food. Get up and immediately start working. You understand? Always talking about some food, man. I'm liking it. Yeah. No food. Can't be me. What, barbecue for breakfast? Raphael, come on, bro. Come on, fam. we can't be doing barbecue for breakfast out here. We gotta do better. Sir. You wildin'. All right, where's the guy? Shout out to Mr. 1950. I'm the guy. I ain't trying to live forever. I heard that. Well, my thought process on it is this. I don't want to live forever, but while I'm in this bish, I want quality of life. Feel me? I ain't trying to be fat, sloppy, lame, polluting myself with all kind of extra ass toxins and blah, blah. I don't want to do that. Or the gold rings. Whoa, try to rotate them on me. Yeah, you feel that how it slides in? I'm with it. So simple, but I'm with it though. Yeah, I'm with that. And watch when I really dial in a little more. Where is it? Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, okay. right, so then maybe we just go super simple. Just flies in, flies out. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth, pretty smooth. Because that's the thing, like, this doesn't need to be super crazy technical. Like that. You feel me? Just get up out of there. Get out of there. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so let's go back to this design part more. Let's deal with these little blobby joints. Little blobs. Because it's really more about like where it ends, right? So just scale these up a little bit. Where's the final position? So it's basically there. I'm gonna put a marker here just so I know at a glance where the final position is. Final position just meaning like where it kind of flies in from that first camera move. And I'll bring this forward in space just a little bit just to kind of add some extra detail there. Slide it out into the scene more. Yeah. Yeah. Red star position. This is hella extra, and I almost hope this doesn't work, because then I'm gonna have to do some of the other ones like this. But kind of making it sort of red star kind of shows up to the party late. It's those extra little details that matter, you know, set you apart from other animators. And it worked. Damn it. Hey, that's kind of fresh. Let me try this too. So make the whole camera movement have like a wiggle movement on it. Slightly. See how that works. Super subtle. All right, and then let me deal with this too, because I wanted to do something with the girl. She's on another plane of existence. But she's going to be furthermore. Yeah, so they come in a staggered way. Exactly what I wanted. So you see him start to come into the frame a little bit before her. And with that, slide her position over and scale her down. So they're basically even, except I'm gonna take gold star, red star position, gold star position, gold star, green star, red star, gold star. All right, so there. So the gold star is going to do that sort of staggered kind of thing too. Command S. Everybody hit save. Everybody hit Command S. I'll see After Effects when I start acting stupid. Let me see. They didn't even build up that many files, so it's just acting up. My system is slowing down. It's mad at me. It didn't like something. It's mad. Why you gotta be mad like that? Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's tripping. Close that out for now because I don't even need Premiere. Save, quit. Yeah, After Effects is tripping. Force quit After Effects. Hold on, just giving it a second while I reset it. Un momento, por favor. All right, let's see. Black Lives Matter CV motion. You need to stop playing games with me. There we go. Yeah, save button is your best friend. Facts. Yeah, that's dope. Make that last big goal one come in last. What do y'all think? Should I make the other star come in like that too? The green one? I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It doesn't really need to go too crazy. That's the thing. All right, let me think about some little extra details here. Maybe I'll take this Castro Valley logo, set that up right there, because let's see, get rid of that. Kind of some little extra details here. Where is it? All right. Kind of low-key watermark kind of situation. We'll go other side watermark. All right. Oh, you're saying you don't think the green needs to fly in? Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is. Wait, Stay Fresh is saying make the other star come in for uniformity. Silent Sir says, yeah, I think you're saying I don't think the green needs to fly in. You don't want it to feel. Yeah, it's like it doesn't need to be too wild. And I think the way that it sort of moves in anyway, it's technically already kind of flying in. Oh, snap. Come on, fam. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So I have my guy's logo already in this piece, which is good. Which is good. All right, but I really need this to be white though. I don't think it's gonna let me do this. Fill. Right. All right, let's see. Let's hit fill off, lighten, overlay, screen. Okay, cool. That's ultimately what I was trying to do, I think. Just make it more faint. And because it's already a gray color. Shout out to Adobe Libraries. Really want that to be white. Let me think. Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. I'll just make it white and then just make it transparent. That's cool. I'm rocking with it. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And then maybe, let me see. Let me see. All right, so these will just be watermarks. So I just want to make these stand out. As like I told you, this gets pretty piled up. It could get way worse than this. This is actually pretty lightweight compared to what it really could do. So that gets out of there. I'm gonna make that. So we're going to opacity, just bringing that up. Then I'll just trim that down so it's just a clue to where the watermarks come in. Oh, it's early, but let me see. So as those move away, and we reveal the video, those watermarks can come in starting from there. All right, so Cache Valley logo at the stop point. Because I'm thinking I might do this, and then I'll pretty much end it on this crazy hour and a half could fly by just with that. Let me see though. I might try to bring the idea back though, because I liked Black Lives Matter, Black Minds Matter text when I did this. I kind of was liking that. I kind of liked it that. Let me get rid of this extra clutter right here though. Oh, that's what. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what's happening. Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. What do y'all think?
Seriously.
man. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
You're
It
pretty
sounds
good.
pretty good. It sounds real, dude.
Not bad, huh?
I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I kind of like
Then
it.
it grows on you.
Let me
It
see.
grows on you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's like I want it to be more faint. You guys see what I did, right? I put the Black Minds Matter thing in the background, hella big. But it's kind of dope how it starts already off the black. Oh, what if I make it blurry though? See, this when it starts getting like, kind of where you start having more fun with it, because it's like, huh, let me try. See, I did all that work with that brushstroke thing, and then I might not even use it. Oh, see, that's kind of dope with the blur too. Like the text animates on blurry. I don't know, sports fans. I think we gotta rock with that. I'm kind of feeling that, because then if I start to fade that out, because we don't need it to be there as the video starts revealing. I like the background text, but I think it needs to fade away completely towards the end. I think you're saying towards the end, like as the video reveals. I'm just looking down at that, but I think we're on the same page. Yeah, as that shot right there shows, it needs to start getting out of there. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yes, Silencer, I think we were saying the same thing. I think I'm rocking with that. So now let me do this though. Oh, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I think I can pull this off in time. So we got this whole situation right here. There's one thing to think and say something. So let's do this, because I want to make sure folks know who's talking, right? So I'm gonna go like this. Tyson Amir is the speaker. All right, let's do it like this. And it goes like this. Skip to Balu. Yes. Type up. Oh, okay, I see. It just looked like that. So they got black uppercase. You said right as the video comes in. Right. All right, I ain't gonna overthink that too much. That's in here. Off screen, I can't even see. All right, FSMEI, Black Boy Poems, cool. And I need to like realign this whole thing. So I had this coming from over here. So After Effects kind of shifts everything. So this is basically gonna be like a not so lower third. Oh. This is wild. I'm on YouTube chilling with y'all, but I'm at work at the same time. And by at work, I mean I work from home. Okay. So he game though, because we got this in white. And we're still going with their theme. So let's bring something back here, because let's do this. This preset that was used for this text, we're gonna stay true to that. We're gonna put a ring on it. You feel me? Like we're gonna stick with this. We're gonna stay true. We're gonna stay faithful to this. Preset actions, copy preset. So I'm using the same setup, and I'm gonna do that here with his text setup. So I just copied that same one, paste that same one. So we're using the same preset where it comes in like that. Black Boy Poems, FSMEI, yeah. Actually, I think these need to be more transparent though, to be honest. Say something. They want to render hella slow. Stop playing with me. Solution experience with the 5 super chat. Big up for sharing the process, fam. Much appreciated. I appreciate your support and inspiration and motivation and the $5 super chat. I'll do these more. I didn't think people cared. I didn't think no one cares. No one cares about me and my little light-skinned feelings. So I just like, if I do a stream doing my work stuff, nobody will like me. So I was discouraged, you know. They just want to hear people yelling about Keisha. They don't want to see actual like nerd shit, you know. Black Minds Matter. All right, let me see. From the top. Taking it from the top. The tippy. I'm feeling this. Watch. They gonna be like, fam. Oh, light skin ass. I can't help it. I didn't choose this light skin life. It chose me. I didn't choose it. It chose me. I didn't choose the light skin gang. Light skin gang chose me. Sorry. Be hella funny if my mom is listening right now. It's her fault. Bob says, can you do video project like that for online classes? You can make some. Oh, you can do video. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I make it more interactive though, to where I'm like asking questions, because there's like, you can learn a lot watching somebody do a project that's not even like relative to what you need to do. Like that whole the trim path thing that I used. Marty W, what's good? When you're light skinned, what? It gets two downfall prayers on you. Credit solutionists be hating on me because I'm light skinned. All right, hold on. Black Minds Matter. Position there. See, it's just getting extra fancy. Extra, hella extra. Because wait, it's the camera move. I just wanted that to kind of low-key start taking off before. You see? How the Black Minds Matter moves first. She said facts, bro. She stood on it. I wish I had some more melanin. Great solution is like, can you loan me some melanin? Like, what if you could go like 2 shades and I could go up 2 shades? If you could. People gonna be triggered while I'm doing the motion graphics for a video that says Black Minds Matter. We get into racial color dynamics live though. Let me stop. Now I gotta take this down. All right, so here's what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? This like low-key sums it all up. I'm gonna get a melanin transplant so ninjas can start blindly agreeing with what I say, right? This video is the epitome of beige excellence. Yo, wow. Like, why? What's wrong? What's wrong with y'all? All right. Where's my... Oh, brushstrokes. Here we go. All right, so look, it comes back in handy. You dig me. Because check it out. What if I do have a use case for this? If I just do something fresh, like use it for the lower third. Feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Maybe that works. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm winning. See? I win in the end. Y'all saw me struggling. Where am I gonna put the draw on path? Where am I gonna put the green paths at? Where it's gonna be? On the lower third. Duh, fool. On the lower third. Tyson Amir. Black Boy Poems. Sound like Erica. Black Boy Poems. FSMEI. Killing it though. I'm with that. Y'all with it? I'm with that. I'm with it. I think it works well if you make the strokes a little smaller. Well, that's an interesting point, but I do want to keep it on brand with how they made it. Plus, it would take a lot of doing to make them smaller, but I want to keep them on the same scale. Like in theory. Oh, well, let me see. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I spoke too soon. Silencer, what do you think about that? Because I just took the whole composition and just made it more narrow, as you could see. I think that works though. I think you were onto something. Because it doesn't really change too much of what they did. I just made it a little thinner. I kind of don't want it to cover sis back here, but let's see. Let's see what I can get away with. I think that works though. Silencer, I think that was the move. Yeah, I think that was a good call. It was a good call, sir. I think you know what? Teamwork makes the dream work. I think we're onto something here. I'm very happy about this. My client's gonna be pleased. I'm gonna tell him I did everything on my own and not give anyone else credit for it. I'm just take all the credit for it. You're gonna be like, man, this is dope. Just going slow. Let's see what are we doing. No. We good. We good. We good. Oh, okay. So let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. We're gonna go like this here. See, this is that extra ass situation right here. So I just gotta do it. I gotta be me. Well, let me be me. Let me be free. Be free to create, create to be free. That's my slogan. All right, so I'm gonna take this right here, scale, and that's gonna get smaller. While the text is gonna get bigger. The power of the beige brain trust. Wowzers. All right, so I see that brush stroke setup all together is getting smaller, but Timir is going to get bigger. I'm trying to think, where do I want it to scale from? 80. Okay, that works. Then we'll go 85 over time. Keyframes are your friend. All right, this is going to pretty much be a cool 2-hour joint. Okay, because we're almost done. You get the intro and you get the lower third. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. The dark ones are mighty quiet right now. Hey, that's kind of fresh right there, though. I'm kind of feeling that, though. All right, and then we're going to go like this here. We're gonna go like this here. All right, so check it out. Wait, let me see. Basically like 3-ish seconds. All right. We're gonna go 4 seconds total because it takes the time to animate on. And then we're gonna do like this here. So I'm gonna shut that off. Let's go back to this preset here. L08. L08. Or is it right there? Are we still on L08? No. L08. L08. Aunt Johnson was good. You know, I just be trying to do my thing, sir. You know what I mean? Like, huh. Oh, that's kind of dope. I didn't even realize I could do it like that. All right, so it's gonna transition out. Obviously. Okay, so then we're gonna go like this. See if I can make this work. We're gonna go big and then go home. Go big, go home. And what I mean by that is I can animate this to where it kind of does a little dramatic kind of thing as that one's going. Yeah, see? You feel me? You feel me? You feels me? Let that get out of there right on time. So let's see. In case you didn't realize it's going slow because it's like doing this pre-render thing. All All right, so I actually want that to happen like way faster. So let's see. And more like natural, like with the easing. So it's gonna.
Good, man. Seriously.
I gotta admit,
Yeah.
you're
It sounds pretty good. It sounds real, dude.
If you were on it, I would listen to it.
Thanks, man.
It's like I hated it, but my bubby loves it. You know
Then it
what I mean?
grows on you. Yeah, it grows on you.
That's
nice. Yeah.
I'll take it. Oh wait, it didn't even do the easing. Does rendering iron out glitches? So essentially what it's doing is it's every time I make a change, the system is re-rendering that frame. So if I do something that, see, it changed over time, so it's automatically letting me know it's pre-rendering, and the fact that it's like rendering is like a, let me take what you did and render it, because we know over time what's going to happen, because I have these keyframes. So it already has those calculations because it's like mathematically dialed in. But then you pre-render it in the sense that, I think it's glitching again. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Right. Yeah, compressing all the layers into a single video. But in this context, it's just a pre-render because it's like able to show me a pre-rendered version of it that moves in real time while I'm still working in this environment, so to speak. Oh, come on, don't be a little busy. It's being a little busy and acting real freezy, but I got a few more minutes and I want to see this through because you guys been troopers rocking with me. Come on, After Effects. After Effects acting like a little hoe right now. Force quit. I'm gonna bring this back up. Then we're gonna finish this lower third setup and get this up out of here. And then I'm gonna re-render it and send it to my guy and be like, bam, bam, fam, there's your graphics. And then I'm about to take a nap. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Maybe I'll go to the gym. All right, Black Minds Matter CV motion. So we back on deck. After this thing keeps acting like a little sucker. So now I gotta come in here and figure itself out, figure its life out again. All right, well, so good. Give me something. Pre-render. Do your thing. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, so here's the deal. I have this whole piece. Oh, wait a minute. I got this whole piece. How far does it go? It goes there. That's where it ends. But that's like... All right, so right there, basically where the whole video stops, and we're coming back in from there. So let me put a marker here at the top, up around there, so we know that's the real like out point. So essentially what I want to do is take everything I did at the beginning and reuse it for here. So let me see all of what I need, all of what I need. Matter. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right, so it's basically just from there to there. So duplicate all of that. See, I told y'all it's gonna get way cluttered. Look at this. And that ain't even as bad as it could get. It gets way more cluttered than that. So essentially, I'm taking everything that I built out at the beginning and just cloning it towards the end. And it's actually right over there because I put my marker there. So you see how the whole thing plays out, how the whole thing is laid out, right? Takerka Styles was good. So we gonna see. So at the end, all right, and let's see. The watermarks, we're gonna fade those out. Clean that up. Camera still in effect, that layer. When I did the edit and rendered, I left the extra time at the end because I already knew kind of what was going to happen. Wait, something didn't happen right. Oh, because I had to mimic the camera again. So the camera's already zoomed out. Watch what I'm saying. So if I take this right here, get rid of that, duplicate that, slide this over here so it reacts properly. There we go. Takerka Styles, that's what's up. Yeah, no, wow, it's crazy. People want to see the nerd action. Black Minds Matter. So this one of my client projects I was just working on earlier, turned in this updated edit, but I knew I need to do some graphic treatment. So I was like, well, let me go live and see. Shout out to the Credit Solutionist Experience. She kind of inspired me and motivated me to do one of these After Effects live streams. And I'm like, you know, I got some time to kill. By time to kill, I mean time to work. So why not merge two things? Because, you know, I like chopping it up with the fam on YouTube. But why not stream the work in case there's any psychos like myself who got time to sit here and listen to or watch After Effects? Like, fam. All right, so I'm pretty much at the end of it. It's dope and it's working out because it's coming in exactly at 2 hours. So nice. So it can just fly out like that. And then let me put another marker just to make it easier for me to reference that again. So the marker up there, and then maybe we go like, where's that thing at? What is it? Archivo. Oh. I don't like this. What's it doing? Oh, wait. Did I mess something up? Oh, I see what happened. Damn. Come on, fam. I could type and spell. All right, Castro Valley Unified School District, and this is Arquivo, I think. Oh no, where's Arquivo? Skills and resources in action, big facts. Where's Arquivo though, yo? Don't be a little hoe. Oh snap. Arquivo. There we go. All right, let's see what they do. Paragraph, real quick. Run out of time. Align. Bam. Okay. I'll take that and swore there was another marker. Moving on. All right. Then maybe I'll see what he says. Maybe he won't want this, but it's cool to show the school district some love because, you know, they super woke and they get to have some black guys come build some cool stuff for them. So they get to act like they care about black people. Blah, blah, blah. See, this is just extra credit on the homework. Feel me? They ain't even asked for all this. I'll take it. I don't know. It's like I like it, but then I want it to be more faint. I'll take that. All right. So then how do I make it work? Oh, full res. Hella slow. All right, so we go from there. So we're gonna run this up from 0. That opacity is gonna kick in like that. And then we're just gonna come in real simple with text preset. Just kind of reveal in from center. Super simple. Now I want to go hella slow. it. That's it. We done. Fade to black. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Zero. Trim that. Bam. And we out. Marker. End. We out. But actually, let me go turn the music down. Negative 30. 30. The pre-render is stupid slow. So annoying. We're pretty much good though. Damn. How can you tell a good designer versus one that is newer? Well, newer doesn't necessarily mean not good or bad. You see what I'm saying? You could be newer. I mean, yeah, there's really no way to tell. Based on, I think I understand what you're asking, but it doesn't quite work that way. Somebody could be new and just dope at it. But how can you tell? I mean, it's kind of subjective, right? I guess what it boils down to is how cool does it look? That's all that matters. Because some of this stuff is technical. Some of it is just more subjective, right? Like, does it look cool? If it looks cool, it's cool. All right, I'm just let this pre-render. I guess in theory, if I could make something look cool, they can make something look cool, but I could do it faster. But then that becomes a slippery slope too. All right, that happens like way slower than it used to. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. 2 hours, cool. And then, like, I'm gonna be adding more onto this project. So for the time I spent doing that, it saves me a lot more time down the road because I basically just rebuild the same setup and kind of manipulate it. But the hardest parts are already done, so I kind of got the theme, and I just stay consistent with that same theme as I expand on the whole project, and I just save myself some time down the road. But yeah, we got all the graphics in place. Here's what we ended up looking like layers wise. Here's the whole thing all laid out. I'll just even clean this up a little bit more. Bam, 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 bam. Oh. So that's it. That's the whole thing right there. Not too bad. Not too bad. I've gotten way crazier than that by far. And then just set the whole thing to render out, and Adobe Media Encoder is going to set that all up. And yeah, it's going to take a while to render, but I'll just try to play this part again for you guys.
You're my hero. Yay! You are good, man. Seriously.
man. I gotta admit,
Yeah.
you're
It
pretty
sounds
good.
pretty good. It
It's like,
sounds real,
it's
dude.
not bad,
If
huh?
you
If you
were
were on it, I would listen to it.
Thanks, man.
It's like I hated it, but my bubby loves it. You know
Then
what
it
I mean?
grows on you.
grows
Yeah,
on
it
you.
grows
I
on
think
you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Attack of the pre-render. It's another thing to have. Yeah. Actually, you know what? See, I don't like this. I'm not gonna fix this because scale. Excuse me. All right, yeah, just minor detail kind of thing. I just don't like how this thing is scaling. Want it even more gradual. Super like minor detail kind of thing, but you know, it just bees like that. Or come on, pre-render. There we go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted for Christmas. Yeah. So that thing's about to get rendered out, but that's pretty much it. Old head says I'm stunting. You know, just really trying to show your work. You know what I'm saying? KS said that a lot. Show your work. Princess, I missed the whole thing. No one wants anything until you're trying to watch a video. Wait, what? Oh, that's hella funny. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, you're actually a very organized animator. Damn, thanks. I would like to think so. I try to be. It gets way out of control. Yeah, but you know, skills and resources. If you're gonna talk that talk, let me show you. Let me show the work, show you what I'm doing. I literally was gonna do it anyway. So I'm like, let's see if I can rock out with a live stream. And I had, you know, 10 people, 15 people at times consistently in here. Super blown away. I'll probably take this down from my AM1 channel and leave it on my other AM1 Creates channel. If you guys want to reference that, let me grab the link to that. So I'll just let that rest over here on AM1 Creates, because I have AM1 Media where you're seeing this now, most of the folks, but then it's gonna sit on this other channel. So let me take it down over here. Come on, fam. I don't know what the problem is right now, but it's not letting me do it. But damn. Oh, I'll put the link in. Damn. It doesn't matter. All right, I ain't gonna worry about it. All right, I'm gonna end the stream like that right there. Hold on, let me. All right, so hold on. BMM March promo. Promo. I'm just leave it at that. 83. But I think it's good. So then, yeah, set that to save, and then let's see how much time it takes. It's gonna be a while to render this. That's not even the rendering. This is just getting set up before the rendering. All right, so it's starting. It's not even telling me the time left. Remaining an hour? They wildin', hour and 30 minutes. See how it be? Part of that though is because some of the I guess some of the RAM is probably being used for YouTube in the stream right now, so it could be theoretically utilizing some more of the RAM. Plus, it doesn't like that there's this blurry thing here. It takes more effort to render blurred objects. So this pace is actually going to change when it finally drops down to the video. The video is already rendered anyway, so it doesn't have to really compress and render the video. But the animation parts are going to take longer than the video because the animation parts are new. So here's where it's literally baking it all together. Silencer, I think, was talking about that earlier, where it's like taking all the imagery and the video and compositing it and, you know, baking it all together into one playable video file. That's what's going to happen at the end of apparently remaining 1 hour and 40 minutes. See, that number keeps jumping around, but it's only because it's like a labor intensive part. So it's giving me like a projection. It'll be less than that, but I don't think y'all want to sit here with me for another potentially hour and 40 minutes. So I'm in the stream right there. But that's what it is. Built the whole piece out, do the whole video, and then take it into After Effects. That's what it is. I appreciate y'all. AM1 Creates. I got my other channel. If I post a link, will y'all go sub to it? Because I'll just not post it. You feel me? Which account? Where's the other one? Okay, here it goes. Just to be thorough. There it is. It's going to sit there. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. Because I'm going to take this down. So anybody who cares to see this, definitely go sub to my other channel anyway. Just help me get the numbers up over there. I need to get that channel up on some proper numbers, get that up to 1,000, get that monetized, and then I'll do these kind of streams all day. But I do them even better, like real tutorials on all the little details, how I did like the track matting thing to make the paint draw on. I got resources, you know what I'm saying? Skills and resources. All right, I'm out. I'm leaving it at that. Peace, y'all.